So today is Monday, November 13th, and I had my second tipi ceremony on Saturday, and it was very different than my first experience in just about every way. I'm very grateful I went and that I experienced what I did. But because I did that tipi ceremony, there's just been a lot of consequences, I guess. I haven't made a video for a while because of the stuff that's been going on in my home. I started fasting again on November 8th in preparation for my tipi ceremony. And I'm going to break that fast tomorrow, I think. I think I feel complete after today. So I'll just be drinking juice the rest of today, and I've been doing that for a week now, almost a week. Friday, the night before ceremony, my husband left for Mexico, Cancun, and he left me in a way that say I don't know if he's coming back. Our marriage has just been unraveling, and that's how it's been for a while. But my first tipi ceremony, between my first, which was 9/9, and then my second, which was 11/11, we've had to face a lot of our shit. And some things were brought to light that we just have to deal with and figure out. So it was bad. On Friday when he left and took the kids, he took the kids to his mom's, and so I was alone in the house and got to ceremony the next day, really unsure as to what my intention was or what I was kind of even doing there. I was a mess. Just walking into the tipi, I was a bawling mess, and not sure what I was gonna do, what my intentions were gonna be. But the people who run that ceremony are incredible, and they helped me fine-tune my intentions. And the actual medicine this time affected me very differently than last time. Completely different. And wow, I wasn't in as much physical pain as I was the last time because I really wasn't fighting nausea. If I needed to throw up, I would have thrown up, but I didn't need to throw up. And I let myself cry, which was good. I'll just say a lot of trauma was released. A lot of my shit that I've been through came up and out. And so that was good. Um, it was just an incredible day. The people that were there, there was a lot more people this time, so the teepee was very crowded, but it was perfect. Each time has been perfect, and I'm very grateful for each and every person that attended that ceremony. Everyone just helped to be able to sit with those people and share and experience healing together. So beautiful. It really is. I did come out of there going, I don't know if I'll ever do this again though, because it can be extremely scary to face the stuff you don't want to see. And I remember having those thoughts that time, like, yeah, I'm never doing this again. This is not. I don't want to. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to experience this. It's like, why did I even come in the first place? So, yeah, I had a little bit of that. Like, it was harder. It was just harder this time. And I guess because I was ready, I was in a different space. That's how the medicine works. It works with you where you're at. And the first time, I needed exactly what it gave me, which was just such a beautiful, peaceful, wonderful experience. There was no hallucinating. There was nothing, just this wonderful feeling of peacefulness and expansion. And I mean, I was way more nauseous, fought the nausea and had a headache and then got the damn bee sting. But I mean, it was perfect. I was just in this la land of peace and bliss. And this time, no, it was just intense, very, very intense, and emotions and feelings. And I did see things this time with eyes open and with eyes closed, which was shocking to me. Seeing different colors and just the lights looked amazing. I don't know. There was a lot of beauty, and then there was scary shit too. There was scary shit, that's for sure. But I wouldn't change any of it, honestly. Looking back and in this moment right now, I can tell you for certain that I will do this again, and I have no idea what will happen next time, and no expectations, no. I'm just gonna go in as an empty slate, but I probably won't do it again until the new year. I think every other month is perfect for me right now while I'm trying to figure out my life. So ayahuasca was Saturday. No, not ayahuasca. What am I thinking? I've never done ayahuasca. The tipi ceremony was on Saturday. And yoga, I did a yoga workshop all day Sunday. I learned Surya Kriya yoga, and very excited to practice it, but it kicked my butt. Like, I'm still just freaking exhausted by doing those two things back to back, because yoga was basically all day. It was 4 hours in the morning and then 4 hours in the afternoon, learning this very specific practice. And it's challenging, to say the least. That yoga was challenging for me. And I'm really sore today. I could feel it all over me. Used muscles I haven't used in a really long time. So I did that yesterday. And then today I dedicated my Reiki room and turned it into my special sanctum, my sacred space so that I can start working there. And I'll start moving things in tonight if I have any energy. So fasting on top of the intense energy just from the 11/11 weekend, plus having the moon in my sun sign, and then the medicine, the sacred plant medicine, the yoga, doing ritual in my space, all of it has just zapped every bit of strength out of me. I feel like I have nothing left to give. I just want to crawl in bed and stay here for the rest of the night, and that's not going to happen because I have kids. So I'm going to have to find strength from somewhere, but I really don't want to eat until tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary of my father, having a conference call with my father and him basically lying to us and refusing to tell us what his wishes were. And so tomorrow I'll break my fast, I think, and probably sit down and write about that experience and my father's will and all the pain that has come up with that. I think that would be very healing to do tomorrow. So I'll probably do that. And my husband is supposed to come home on Wednesday. So we'll see. We'll see what happens after that. The reason I've been doing these videos in the first place is for my children. And just a sec. Like I said, the reason I'm doing this is for my kids. And wanted to document my healing because this year has been total hell for me, for them. I mean, I recognize I'm the mom, and when you as a mom fall apart, you can't handle shit, can't handle anything. It affects everyone in the family, and my husband included. Like I realize I've took this whole family on a journey that they not necessarily wanted to be a part of. I mean, it's the way it is. It's what I was going through, therefore they were drug along. And so trying to climb back out of that hole and the depression and the sadness, trying to find myself again. That's why I'm recording these things. That's why I'm saying these things. Someday they'll be able to go back and look at them. I don't expect them to watch them right now. That's not the point. The point isn't for them to see this now. The point is for them to see this when they're ready. And just know that as I'm going through this, their mom was thinking about them. And sometimes it's just hard to talk to them with all the problems that are happening. Everyone kind of shuts down and takes things differently. And so I'm just talking as I go through it, and then maybe someday they'll be able to come back and look and see. They'll remember where they were at when these things were happening and can see a new perspective or a different perspective about what I was going through and why things happen the way they happen. And I don't know what's going to happen with our family. We got a lot of shit to figure out and work through, and no matter which way we go, it's going to be hard and it's going to be rough on everybody. So but one thing that will never change is our love. I know that my husband loves our kids, and I love our kids immensely, and we are doing everything we can to help them through and to help them feel that love and to not make the mistakes that we've made. So doing the tipi ceremony has had a lot of consequences because he doesn't understand why I'm there and what I'm doing, how it is helping me heal, how is it helping me find myself. But it's probably the most incredible and powerful thing I've ever done for myself. And I don't care. And that's the problem, I guess, that he thinks I'm just selfish. Because right now I have to do some things for myself, or I'm no good to anybody. And sitting in this ceremony is one of those things that I have to do for myself. Let the consequences follow. And they are. I recognize that. But I also recognize that because this is my path and I'm taking my family along with me, they don't have a choice about it. But as I bring them along with me, it's also their path. Not necessarily to sit in ceremony, but to have the ripple effects of what it means for me to sit in ceremony, what it means for me to heal. And, you know, someday maybe they can see how that was a good thing. I hope they can recognize that. I don't know. I can definitely say this weekend shifted me. Vibrationally, I could feel that. I could feel my body vibrating at a brand new frequency, brand new level of being. I can just feel it all the way through me. It's incredible. And I think that wasn't just the tipi ceremony. I think it also had to do with my intentions of raising the oil. And I was going to talk more about that. I'll do that on a different video because there's a lot of details. But when the moon is in your sun sign, you can raise the oil and you can, it helps open your pineal gland. And I'm going to be very conscious of that every month when the moon is in my sun sign. Because the shift was palpable. It was incredible. And I feel like a new person after this last weekend. And I know it was a combination of things. It wasn't just one thing, but I know that had a big piece to do with it. So another video, I'll talk about that. I wish I could have shared. I really, really wanted to talk like I did last time, just so quickly after my ceremony, because I know what I would have said would have been very different than what I'm saying now. But I was in such a I don't know, spiritual place, incredible place. That and then I was also just running from one thing to the next. By the time I got myself together, it was time to go to the yoga workshop, and so I really didn't have the opportunity to talk like I wanted to. But this was the soonest I could make another video and record down some thoughts. So next time I hopefully will be sitting in my Reiki room and recording from there, show you that space. It just makes my heart feel so good. And now when I walk in that space, I know it's dedicated. I know it is it's a different vibration. Walking in that space, crossing that threshold is just feels so good. That's what it's meant to do. It's why I dedicate it and why I work with energy like I do, because it really makes a difference. And I forget that when I'm in my depression and stuff. There's things I could do to pull myself out if I would, but still working on that. Still working on my healing, and that's a good thing. All right, well, just want to tell my kids I love them. I know it was a really, really rough weekend for you as well, and that's why I kept everybody home from school today. Nobody went to school. They were all as exhausted as I was, and nobody wanted to go to school, not even my daughter. So I let all my kids stay home so that we could just relax and bond and catch up. They'll start school again tomorrow. One day's not going to hurt them to gather up their feelings and work through them and let them go. So maybe I'll go make lunch, and I'll talk to you again later. Namaste.